Hello, everybody, and welcome to Perspectives. We're glad you're with us today. We've survived a bash of weather and other things that rolled through the area. So we're now settled down and everything's kind of smooth. And we're going to be talking about something that's just so serious. It's basketball, but a different kind of basketball. And I'll explain all this in just a couple of minutes. Our guests are Wanda Inman and Peggy McGehee with the Rogers County Day Center to talk about their upcoming basketball game. Stay with me on this one. Welcome, girls. It's good to have you here.
Thank you.
What's the Day Center all about?
Well, it's for adults. It started in 1991. We were part of the health department, Rogers County Health Department, and then it just ventured off to we're our own separate entity. But we serve the older adults plus the special needs adults in Rogers County.
So special needs adults.
Adults.
I see.
Over
Do you have your own facility?
Yes, we do. It's 2223 North Highway 88. So we're just north of RSU in the little strip center where Sooner Carpet is.
I see. Peggy, you're holding one, aren't you?
So far,
What is that?
this is Dilly Donkey, and he has been with us since we started this about 5-6 years ago. He
Dilly
was
Donkey.
purchased, yeah. And we have a fun time with him, with the kids, with the adults. Wanda will tell you, one day we were trying to cross the street from RCB Bank over to Burroughs or back over the other way, and we walked out in the middle of the street, and all of a sudden we heard the cars were stopping, and they started honking and then waving, and it was kind of like walking across the street with a reception. It was really kind of neat. But
So what we're talking about here is donkey basketball.
yes.
All right. Now that brings us to the focal point. I think we have some pictures we're going to share with the folks at home.
Good.
They're actually on full court. Oh my.
Yeah.
What could possibly go wrong?
Now the one with the little girl is that between one of the games, we allow the kids to come down, and if they've filled out a permission slip, and they can ride the donkey. And the funniest part about that is the donkeys, when the kids get on them, they'll go up and down that court just as easy as can be. Then you put one of the adults on them, and you know who's boss then. So,
The donkey
yeah.
takes over.
Yes.
Where do we get the donkeys?
They come out of Ohio. They drive down here and they do several shows for different.
That's fantastic. I didn't know we had donkey caterers, if you will, that would have to bring them in, but it makes perfect sense. They need to be used to people.
Yeah, the teams that are riding the donkeys, when the children are out there, they're the ones that lead the donkeys around, and so the kids can ride. And they are very tame with the kids.
This clearly is a fundraiser.
Yes, sir.
Have you had it in the past?
Yes, we had to stop in 2020 because of the pandemic.
Because of the pandemic.
And we started again last year, but
Like the whole world stopped because
Yes.
of the pandemic.
but
Where did the idea come from?
actually, there was a firefighter here in Claremore that was talking about fundraising, and he said it'd be hilarious if we had donkey basketball. So I did some research on it and talked to our board about it, and we decided that we would try it. And so we got 4 teams together, and then the winners of each team play each other for a grand championship.
How many games are there?
There's 3 total.
3 altogether?
The other team is RSU students versus the Claremore High School students. And not to take anything away from the law enforcement and the firefighters, when those kids get after each other, it's amazing. They are working at it hard on that. So
I got to see this.
Yeah.
I've never seen donkey
Yeah.
basketball. Although my legs are long enough, I'm not sure the donkey wouldn't just run out from under me and leave me standing there.
oh, believe me, that would not be a bad idea. It's when you slide down their neck and hit the floor, that's when you're a little worried about it.
That's a bad case of
yeah,
ouch.
ouch, big time.
What plans do you have down the road? I mean, this is a once-a-year event, but what other events do you have to help raise funds?
Well, we've had pancake breakfasts before. We've had garage sales. Just whatever we can come up with to raise money. We're a 501c3, so we are a nonprofit.
So any donation or any funds that come in are going to be tax deductible?
Yes,
I see. I see. How long have you been in operation?
since 1991.
You're really not an old group.
No,
You're
but
youngsters.
it's like unless you need us, you don't really look for us unless there's a need.
What do you do for folks with special needs?
Well, some of them, their parents have to go to work, because they're still younger adults that need to work. So what we do is we allow the parents to go to work and we watch their adult children while they're there.
So you stay with them.
Yes.
And the activities that they provide is amazing because they do trips. They'll go in and do different things where they can get away, and we have 3 buses, and so we have the opportunity to take them different places. But it's just an opportunity that they're not in their house 24/7.
Certainly.
That type of thing.
I'd
365.
be willing to
so.
gamble here, go out on a limb, but I bet you that both sides benefit. The people who need the care and the attention, and the folks who administer that care and attention. Am I right?
You are right. Yes, as a caregiver, I mean, I bet I get more hugs than anybody in Rogers County because they're just loving. That's all you can say. Is even our seniors are that way, and we do pick them up at their home, and we take them home. So it's a service that's part of it is the transportation to pick them up and take them home.
Have you got a website folks can go to?
Yes, it's www.rogerscountyadultdaycenter.org, and it's all lowercase.
Any information folks might need can be found on that website.
Yes, and we're also on Facebook.
So you're out there.
Yeah.
What's in the future? What's coming? You've got to have other plans on the drawing board.
Well, we've just gone through some kind of remodeling. We've got new flooring in now, and we had a back room that was just storage, and we've got money through the county commissioners. So we remodeled it, and it's going to increase our occupancy. So we just need people to know that we're here for them. And if they need us, please come by, and we'd be happy to take care of their loved ones. We are licensed by the state of Oklahoma, so we do go through inspections to make sure we're doing everything we're supposed to be doing.
Is there a concern that maybe there are a lot of folks out there who might need your services that don't know about you?
Yes, definitely.
What can we do to break that chain?
Well, the donkey basketball has put a lot of response to who we are and what we're doing, and it's just getting out. I've been the director since 2014, and I just resigned that job, and now I'm going to be marketing. So it's just getting the word out to people to let them know we're here, and if there's different programs they can get on if they don't have the money, and we can just help them with their resources.
You know, it seems like to me that if the pandemic served any purpose, it gave all of us a chance to kind of pause and give some thought to what we can do to help those around us that need it. I've heard this time and again from groups that said, you know, during the pandemic when we couldn't get out, we couldn't do anything, we got to thinking about it, put a pen to paper and came up with this idea. Did you guys come up with, did some of that gel when you all were away during the pandemic?
I know when we reopened that people were ready for us to reopen.
Certainly.
because, you know, like you said, everything we had to shut down. They didn't feel like we were essential, but to our families, we were essential because they couldn't, if they could go to work, they couldn't because there was no one to take care of their mom or dad or their child. So.
Okay. Well, let's go back and cover some ground that we need to cover. First of all, when is the donkey basketball game?
March 30th.
A week from tonight.
Well, we're on Monday.
And where?
At the Mobra Gym at the Claremore High School at 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock. And a good time will be had by all.
Yes.
Hey, thank you both for coming in.
Thank
and
you.
tell Edgar there. It's been a charm having the three of you here.
Thank you so much.
We
Appreciate you.
We're going to take a short break. When we come back, we'll have more right after this.